Hey guys, welcome back to the Smash Brothers review session. I'm one of your hosts, Leo, and here we got JR and Shishi down here at the bottom.
Boop, boop.
And today we're reviewing Soul 11, episode 16 and also 15. Let's go. No hype today, but it's fine.
I genuinely was just waiting for it. That's all it was.
Cool. So we're also reviewing 15 today because we didn't do last week's, and it's quite relevant for what's going to be happening later on in this season. So I thought let's just get that out of the way. So episode 15, a lot happened in that episode. JR, do you want to start us off with some of the things that spoke out to you in that episode?
Yeah. Happened last episode, man. We see this next man coming out the gate talking about, oh, is this guy some magical beast? Like, we need to know if he's a beast or not, because obviously all the ops are coming out of the dungeons and that, innit?
Yep.
But when I saw his name, I was like, yo, is this guy? Or it's just everyone has sung. So I was like, it's nothing. It's nothing. He's probably just some distant cousin or some shit. But yeah, at the end of that episode, but yeah, after that we had him going to his S key dungeon, climbing that tower. But what I liked about it was like he went up to this, like, yo, man's going on a little trip. I'm catching a little bit.
Yeah.
Catching a little bit of peace. And she's just baffed, like, yo, like, work, tripping, business, what's going on? Like, next thing you know, I'm gonna be invited to some wedding or some shit.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the
Yeah,
other
man.
thing
Yeah,
that was interesting as well, like when he went into the Demon King's castle, like those portals that he makes aren't like or gates or whatever you want to call them, right? Yeah, they're not the same as the gates that appear that the hunter guilds are able to, like, obviously that go through in as well, because they mention it. I can't remember who in the hunter guild or the hunter association, they were like tracking him in it, and then when you step through that gate after opening it up, it's like they don't know where he's gone. Like, he just disappears. Yeah, he just disappears off the face of the
facts.
earth. Yeah. So that's another thing. Like, wherever he's going and wherever that Demon King's castle is, no one else knows about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because so much we still don't know, but we can tell they're related, obviously, because there's creatures coming out. But we don't know why it's so different in the two things and how they're related. Yeah. So hopefully in the near future we'll find out. But can we come back to just before we go into the dungeon, come back to the guy that came out the gate? Because what, like you were saying, JR, I was shocked. We're kind of shocked because they never mentioned his dad, I don't think, ever.
Nah.
So when he said his dad, I'm like, this is a new story plot I never thought was even on the table.
Yeah.
Baffled me.
Yeah. Yeah, and from what we saw, I mean, I know it leads on from the beginning and the end of the episode, but from what we saw, this guy is above S. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well,
I
mean, we will come on to that. We'll come on to that. We'll come on to that from episode 16, because I have some things to say about that as well. To be fair.
Yeah, same. Because you might were going on about it in the episode 14.
Yes.
You guys were like speculating about rankings and everything,
and like the power scaling and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was saying, it's seeming true, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that. Like you said.
Yeah, true say.
But specifically for this episode, though, at the end he did beat that other S rank hunter. And I don't know, we didn't get to see the fight, obviously, but from the result, it seemed like it was a no diff. Like he wasn't really too stressed.
Yeah, Huang Dongsu.
Yeah, man,
man had his soul taken away from him, bro.
Man out here, bro.
You can see how much it hurt his ego, bro. You can see.
Bro, he was 100%. So vexed. He was so
100%.
vexed.
100%. And we'll talk about that more in episode 16. But yeah, the power scaling is interesting in this season now.
Yeah.
But like you guys were talking about when it came to the dungeon, I mean, yeah, like you said, he finally went to that dungeon, the dungeon that we saw him go back all the way in season 1 where he fought the Cerberus. And even he was surprised that the dungeon wasn't as difficult as he thought. Going up to the boss, like the enemies on the way, having to kill how many souls? I think it was 10,000 demon souls he had to collect on his way.
Yeah.
And he seemed like he was fine.
Yeah. Until he got to the that you know, was it the what's his name? I forget the name of the
first
guy.
boss, basically, right?
Yeah, the big one in it that was sitting on the throne.
He was fast, surprisingly fast.
Yeah. Bruv, caught him off guard and everything.
Yeah.
So
no, that's true.
That was his first proper challenge. But I mean, I'm trying to remember it, but like I think he kind of handled it with fairly like no trouble, really, innit?
Yeah, I think he's been underestimating himself before he went into the dungeon, man. Like he was murking those snow elves, innit? Ice elves, like it was nothing. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, why is this guy pretending that he ain't a sick cunt out here murking?
Well, he doesn't want to get overconfident. I mean, that's one of the things they've been showing in this show so far. Don't get overconfident, because everyone who got overconfident, they're dead. Literally, all of them are dead because they thought they were the ones.
He takes a lot of precaution with what he does.
Yeah, and he's stuck in these dungeons. He's on his own as well. Yeah, he's got his guys backing him up, but that's only so much, right? He has no one else to support him.
Yeah, I think that's another like how he. So as a main character with Jinwoo, like it feels like the way he differentiates from other main characters as well. He's not like gun ho, like, oh yeah, let's go in and fight. Like the first thing he thinks is, oh, I'm just gonna go and fight. Do you know what I mean? Like he actually calculates everything that he does before he goes and does it, which is pretty good.
Yeah, which is nice because you actually get to think, you actually get to hear his thinking, and he does a lot of things that you think that makes sense. Like normally in a lot of anime, characters do stuff you don't agree with, but you accept because they're the character. But this guy, the things he's doing, I'm like, yeah, I agree. I would do this. This makes sense. Let's go. I'm on his side because of that, and I respect it even more.
Yeah, so like I think there was just really, I mean, the whole episode was fairly action packed, right? But there was obviously the two key main points are the castle, him clearing majority of the castle, and then obviously what's his name, Huang Dong-su getting translating for the Americans for about Song Il Hwan.
The American Bebo.
Yeah. So like so like those are the two key main points. But the thing that obviously, and I'm sure it intrigued you guys, and we've already mentioned it, is the fact that, bro, this guy's got a dad. Like, what the hell? Like that sounds like such a mad sentence to say out of context.
It was mad.
Yeah, but like it's just purely because we obviously never knew anything about him, or we've not even heard about a dad being there. But obviously, he must have had a dad. I mean, unless he was some miraculous birth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where
it's a surprising, like you say, because it's never been mentioned in the series at all. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what it reminded me a little bit of? Do you know what it reminded me a little bit of was Hunter x Hunter, with when you finally get to see Gon's dad, innit? Gin. You get to find it was like it felt like that, but obviously the difference being is that we actually knew that Gon had a dad, and we were eventually going to see him. With this, it was like, oh look, I have a dad. It's right there.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And the things he was saying about what's in the dungeon, the stuff that's in the dungeon, nothing compared to what you've seen so far.
Yeah,
I'm wondering what is he talking about, because last episode, like I was saying, Shibz, Sun Wung already looks S rank to me. I was saying that, and the monsters he's fighting are around S rank as well, because he was struggling against the ice leader last episode, or two episodes ago. So how much stronger can the monsters actually get from S? And from what his dad's saying, they can get miles on top of this. So I need to see what he's on about.
So I think that's
the thing that I wanted to say about S rank. I feel like maybe human's perception of S rank is that there is a ceiling for S rank. But from what we saw in this episode, I know I'm like jumping in between, but this is what I was thinking back then anyway, is I feel like S rank is the rank where the power scaling just goes sky's the limit. There is no limit to the ranking. Like if you're in S rank, just know, shit's getting deep. Shit is going to be real deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then wouldn't you just come up with S++ or S+? Like you would do that because they're still higher than the
because then,
so,
I mean, at that point though, then it's just going to get ridiculous.
I'm going to be skipping to episode 16, but what we saw in episode 16 is they have a machine that is clearly able only to rank up to rank A. After that, it's immeasurable. You got to think about it in that, like in their society, S rank means we can't measure how much mana you have. Like it's immeasurable. So therefore, you're S rank. That's just the category. You got so much power, we can't measure it. S rank, done.
And it also links to what they were saying. Jinwoo's dad was saying about the dungeons and stuff, because obviously he was saying how like the magic beasts and all of that is just the start of like something way bigger than what they already know, right? So and the ranking system, when you think about it, it's just their concept of what the ranking, like the power scaling, their actual concept in the anime, like they just rank it like that. They don't actually know what can potentially be out there as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you look at it from they're looking at it from like inside the box, but if you look at it from the outside in, right, bro, there's so much more there that they have no clue about. So what they're ranking at this very moment is going to be completely irrelevant once they discover what the hell is out there, because then they might have to like readjust what their ranking is in that sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably like S rank, as they see S rank now, monsters could be probably like 100 times stronger. We actually have no idea.
Yeah,
they could be that much. Like this, like Jay was saying, the scale can just keep on going. We don't know. And our boy Song, he can keep on leveling up. So whatever that scale is, he's just gonna break through regardless.
Exactly.
And we'll see where it takes him. I mean, see where it's taking his dad as well. I guess we'll see that eventually too. But there was a couple more things I just want to talk about episode 15 quickly.
Same.
Towards the end of the dungeon, even he was surprised that he was just deading off enemies left, right, and center. Bosses, they were shocked. Like, this man's behind me? The fuck? Dead.
Yeah, working.
There's that skeleton looking one, isn't it? That was the scene that made me laugh, where he just like appears out of nowhere. You just see his head on the floor, fam, afterwards.
Done. Done.
And he's...
Yeah, I was going to say something a bit more controversial about that, because, I mean, it kind of shows how powerful he's become, but, like, I'm there thinking they're going to save this castle, and it's going to be, like, I don't know, 3-4 episodes long, him getting through. But man just breezed through it. Like, we didn't even get to enjoy it. We just got the scenes where they just dead it off.
Yeah, it also made me feel a bit weird as well, because, like you said, the last time we saw this dungeon, the Cerberus was destroying him. He was lucky. He was dead.
Yes.
So the fact that he's come back and now he's like just destroying it, it's like, wow.
I think that that final boss that he's gonna fight there is gonna be like at least an episode or two long. Like it might even take up a whole episode where it's just him doing the fight.
Yeah.
Like like what they did at the end of season 1. Like it might be something like that potentially. But I still don't think that that's gonna be like the final fight, like the finale kind of thing. I don't think that it's gonna be that either.
No,
like
more. Probably has to do with his dad or something like that. Like something around that.
Yeah.
One more thing I wanted to say, Shibz. I have a bone to pick with you. Well, not bone. I'm curious, because 2 episodes ago you called the big bear Tank, but last episode he named him Tank. How did you know his name was Tank?
No, see, I was actually going to bring that up as well, because yeah, because it makes no sense why he called him Tank, because I swear Tank was he called all of them Tanks, and then the guy that he turned into the
Iron.
Like he named that Iron. I'm sure for a fact that he named all of those bears just Tank in general.
I don't think I saw that at all. So when you said it, I was like, what's he talking about? But I just disregarded it.
I swear he must. I wouldn't have said it otherwise.
I think he was referring to them as the tankers, but I don't think he specifically named his little minions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like
they
were
the Tank, innit?
Yeah.
Because when I saw him call him Tank, I was like, Shibz, have you been reading the manga? Are you
No,
secretly ahead
I'm
of
nowhere
us?
near. I'm nowhere
You
near
know what I
it,
mean?
bro. I'm not touching it because I want to enjoy the anime. So I'm not looking
Okay.
at the manga.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It just called it, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, he called it.
Apparently
He
so.
called it.
Yeah, yeah. You
Nostradamus
know,
Come
out
on.
here. All right.
come on.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Well, let's
I'm
move
a
into
magic
episode
orb, innit?
16.
Looking
Unless
into it.
there's anything else you guys want to say about 15.
No, I mean, I think we covered it pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
I
literally
guess
one step away.
the only thing, his friend, he wants to recruit him for his new hunting association. His dad's
Oh yeah,
giving him the get go to do
yeah,
that. But he didn't show up in episode 16. I was surprised in that. I thought he would have
yeah.
been one of the people trying to recruit him.
But he wasn't nowhere
He
to be
wasn't
seen.
in.
Uh,
No.
Yeah,
but he didn't know that he was gonna reassess.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, he didn't. I was just assuming he would show up anyway because I thought he would. As soon as that happens, he's gonna go. I'm gonna go straight to my guy. I'm gonna see what it's about. But yeah, he wasn't here yet. That's probably gonna be next episode. They'll talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He hasn't signed up to anything, has he? Now that he's
No.
been reassessed, he even
Yeah.
he even had the big boss come and approach him, and he
For real,
refused,
fam.
and he refused the job that he was offered.
Yeah, man. But I mean, as soon as the episode started though, and I saw the title, I was like, "What's this title?" And then I see him say, "Yo, I might need to start faking." I was like, "Yo, let's
Yeah,
go."
yeah. It got me
Let's see.
gas, bro. It got me gas because we actually get to see what his true rank is. Well, official rank, not true rank. Official rank
Yeah.
is.
But like,
And
did you guys figure it was like a bit like underwhelming how everyone kind of responded?
yeah, I
Like everyone
wanted.
was kind of like so accepting, like, oh, X rank. Ah, let's get him on our guild. Like no one went crazy, like, what? X
I
rank?
think I
You've been
think
adding this shit all the time.
I think the thing is because of the fact that where he's been linked with all these crazy shits that's been going on. Like obviously there was going to be an element of surprise to a certain extent for them, but because they had that expectation already, they probably was just like, oh yeah, we knew. So like? There's not really much else to get hyped about. And then plus on
But
top of it
then
as
they kind
well,
of made it seem like if you're forcing information, like it's almost like a criminal offense. Like that's the way they went about it. So when he's reassessed, it is like, oh,
but the thing is, you got to remember every time he's been assessed, it's official, isn't it? And at the time when he got assessed and reassessed and so forth, right? Yeah, he can't falsify the information that's being showed because they showed how they do it, right? They touch that
yeah,
sphere or wherever it is, and the machine tells them. So technically, he didn't lie. It's just that he never. It's after he's been now reassessed again. They're seeing what he's got to now. So he didn't really lie. It's just the more so, I guess, the fact that in between
Mm,
those two times that he's been assessed, he's just ranked up the way he has, isn't it?
yeah, but the
I
fact he's
hear that.
ranked up though is a part of the susness because no one knows that's a thing, right? That's not a concept. Yes, he
Yeah,
reawakened, but they did assess him after he reawakened. They did,
yeah,
remember? And it
yeah.
was E.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
the fact that he's changed now, like JR saying, it's either that he falsifies it somehow or he can level up. But that concept doesn't exist to anyone. So
Yeah. It's a
And,
bit.
and
It's
that's why I
it is
find
a
it
bit of a weird
so
one. Yeah.
underwhelming. Like everyone is just there, like, we're just gonna accept that he's S rank. We're even gonna get the fucking the head of the association to try and recruit him rather than capture this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing that I thought was strange
My
about this episode.
my only thing that I can say to maybe like try and give it some sort of like this is why it's happened is that so I think they mentioned it like I'm trying to remember even though I literally watched the episode maybe about like half an hour ago or so. Um like they were saying something about how obviously he's been awakened and so forth, and this is now just me throwing a theory out more than anything, is that even though he's been reawakened, maybe the power that he's actually had, he wasn't able to apply it until a certain amount of time after he was reassessed. And then obviously now he's ranked up. Now he's been assessed again, and they're seeing the power that is actually
like,
truly there.
like I said, it's the same concept. In this world, leveling up it's not a thing.
When I say
So
level
so
up, I
so
don't mean level up like
no,
that.
what I mean is like when you have the power, as soon as you touch it, they know your rank.
Mm,
That's how they recruit people. They don't. It's not like
that's
S
true.
rank.
Yeah,
S rank because the A rankers are going training, then they go touch it.
yeah,
They
yeah,
touch
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, I'm S. Now I get to know how strong I am. Now I need to train. That's how it's done, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
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 But for me, I didn't mind it too much, that part, JR. But I will say it. I wish there was more talking with these higher ups, because this is a time finally he's revealed it. Everyone's coming up to him. All these big shots that we haven't seen talk to him, and there's not much. He just walks out, goes his own way. I wanted him to talk to them a bit more, at least like some conversation, but
yeah,
not much.
nah. But I mean, this episode, even though it's okay, so it wasn't as hype as every other episode that we've had, even from season 1, right? But it still was enjoyable to watch, because you get it's sort of like lore. They're bringing out lore to a certain extent, like they're explaining certain things to us. Like
Did they
even
really?
for example, let me give you another example. So when we what's his name? That Dong, whatever his name, the guy that fought his dad in it, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like at the start of the episode, oh, was it the start or
We're
at
talking
some
about
point in the
Somewhere.
artifacts or
episode?
something.
Yeah. So like they were mentioning things like that as well. So like, and then that then relates back to Jinwoo, who is like he's obviously trying to figure out how he can get stronger in terms of fighting the final boss in the demon castle as well. So and then it links it into that as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like,
To be honest
well,
though, like the artifact stuff didn't surprise me too much. We've already seen that. Definitely with his boy, when he had that golden armor, we knew that there was stuff that you could buy to make yourself stronger. We've seen so many people with armor all the time. It's nothing new. It's just that him, the only armor he's gotten is through either the dungeon and his quest and stuff. He hasn't
yeah,
actually gone
yeah,
and bought stuff.
yeah.
Which I was interested in because I guess he's broke when it comes to real life money, but when it comes to I'm not sure how rich he is actually. I'm no idea.
I don't
I'm not
think
sure
he's
if the
that
money he
broke.
can make in a dungeon in his dungeons can correlate to the real world money. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like the way the dungeons, that the regular dungeons do. I get, yeah, because obviously
I don't
they
know.
still they make money off of, like, those crystal things that they can get from like regular dungeons. So no, that's true.
It
They
hasn't come up
must
as
it
a,
must,
really as a concept really. He's only
but it
bought
must do.
items from the online store from the game, from
Yeah,
this his questing thing. He hasn't bought anything
The
from
system.
yeah,
the system
but it
exactly.
but it must do, because of the fact that, like, he mentioned it at one point as well, didn't he? That he's got something there that he can sell on that market that he was looking at for all of the artifacts, because he did mention that. So it must do correlate in some way with whatever the value it is in their real life money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there.
But yeah,
So apart from that, I guess he talked to. And this, do you guys have anything more to say on that part, or you cool to move on?
no, yeah,
Cool. Well, yeah, like you said, he talked to all of the leaders. He aired off the redhead leader. Was like, nah, the S rank hunter.
Well, he only spoke to what, maybe two leaders.
Yeah.
yeah, because
He talked to
one of them turned up
what was
late,
it?
didn't he?
Yeah. Well, one was the president of the White Guild, but one of the guys, one of his recruiters was there anyway.
Yeah.
And then the Hunters Guild, the fire dude.
Yeah,
Well, he was the actual guild master of that guild, innit? So that's
yeah,
technically the only real leader that he spoke to. And then
mm,
the old guy, but he was from the association. So,
yeah. He's
and he
the
was basically making it sound like there are 5 guilds in Korea that are at the top, basically.
and there's a power
The fire
struggle
dude.
between them. Yeah, there's a
If
power
he joins
struggle
one
with
of
them.
the 5, if he joins one of the 5, he'll off balance everything. That's why he's trying to recruit him to the association.
Yep. But
He's gonna.
my
I
man,
do wonder.
he just wants to fight. He wants to be in dungeons. He doesn't want to be any bureaucracy. He just wants to be on the front line.
Yeah,
He wants to mark, man.
Yeah. And that's what's leading me to think
what?
maybe in the end he will join his friend. But so, what do you want to say?
No, I was gonna say, I don't think part of me thinks the reason why he said that is because he's so focused on getting that elixir. Because that at the moment we know his actual goal is his
Is
mom.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
That is his main focus. So to say to him and being honest, I just want to fight in a dungeon, it's not him lying. He's speaking facts. He's going to go back to that castle, which is technically like a dungeon. So he's
yeah.
going to
Yeah.
go murk it, get the last piece because he's got 2 pieces of the Triforce, and then boom.
Facts.
Yeah. Then he's
After
done.
he's done getting the elixir, that's when I'm kind of curious to know, like, what is his next goal?
I guess maybe he'll be interested. I guess that's when his dad comes in, really. Maybe his
Yeah,
dad
that's.
comes in before that or after that. We don't know.
I
To be
mean,
honest.
now that you've said that, obviously with the whole dad thing being that, I think you were right, Leonard, with what you said earlier, which is like it's just another plot point because this whole um obviously getting his mum better with the elixir and everything, that storyline is technically pretty much coming towards an end because he's nearly there in terms of getting the elixir. So obviously it's sort of like oh, what's the word? It's sort of like this whole elixir thing was just a lead up to the bigger world. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like his dad coming into play here now with the story is like, oh yeah, yeah, we're just learning about Jinwoo here and like how his resolve is and what kind of character he has and all of this stuff, right? And then now that we've learned everything about him, and now that we've seen like what he's capable of doing in terms of power as well, they're gonna release him to the full world now, isn't it? And now we're gonna see like what actually is going on in
Yep.
this world with the gates and everything and why the gates exist, because that was the first, literally the first sort of question that gets thrown to us from the first season, which is where have these gates
Yeah.
appeared from, like what the hell are they doing here? Do you know what I mean? No one knew, and everyone then just started getting these magical abilities, but no one questioned it apart from the
I
fact
like.
that like no one questioned it. Like everyone was just like, okay, we have a way of fighting these beasts that are coming out of these gates. So let's not question it and actually apply ourselves and try and defend ourselves. And now we're gonna probably, well, I say now, in the future, we're gonna obviously see what all of this is about now.
Yeah. So I'm super interested to see what his dad had to say because I think that's the key for the rest of the seasons going on. Like there's probably a lot that we don't know.
Yeah,
Well, we already
yeah.
know that there's a lot
Yeah.
we don't know.
I mean, how many episodes was the last season? I think it was
12.
12. 12. Oh, yeah, it was 12. Yeah, because this is 16, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we still have a long way to go, a long way to go, because this is what episode 4. So
Yep.
we still have
8
another
more.
8. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and and the other thing as well with these episodes as well, it doesn't feel like it's a waste in terms of what we're watching. Like everything feels like it's relevant in some way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important to have these type of episodes to build stuff up.
I mean, today's episode. I'm not saying it was a waste. It's just
No,
it's a
no.
it's a lot more
Just not
slowed
no
down.
fighting, innit?
It's just a lot more slowed down compared to the fast
Yeah.
paced action that we've had. But it still felt like everything we watched and learned from it was relevant in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
100.
Um.
100.
So I think after all of the stuff with the guilds and him denying everyone, basically, he decides to go on a mining mission because he needs to get some money.
Mm.
But obviously, I'm interested in if he did just join one of these associations. I'm sure he would be able to go to A rank dungeons, get money really quick. But I think he still wants his independence, so he's going down this route instead with the mining.
Most
Um,
likely. And to be fair, at the moment, he's still technically, until they've made that S rank official, he's still classed as an E rank.
Yeah, and I think they
Hence
mentioned,
why
didn't
he
they,
joined
as
the
well?
man. Yeah.
They mentioned as well how long it's going to take for it to happen. No,
How long? If they did, I
I think they.
didn't soak it in.
It was after the. I swear, he was talking to one of the lady that did the scanning and everything for him,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they mentioned, because I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember I don't know if they mentioned the time frame or not, but I do remember them saying that, oh, you'll receive your new, or like your reassess card or whatever with the new ranking, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember if they mentioned an actual time frame. That's the only
well,
thing.
Yeah.
time frames are irrelevant because they can make episodes go a week, two
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah,
It
yeah,
happens when it happens.
yeah. It happens when it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
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 But I feel like probably this mining mission, in terms of story, obviously at the very end, they show you that thing in it. I don't know what her
Mm.
name is. The short blonde haired gal.
Oh yeah, the most recent S
Just
rank before him.
yeah. I feel like this is a way for her to be introduced to the storyline.
Yeah, maybe she'll be his companion in the future.
His babes.
Companion.
Yeah,
It's his babes. Come on, bro. Just
Probably.
say it as it is.
Making mini Jinwoos.
Oh my day, that's a mini
Out here,
Jinwoo, you
out
know.
here running game and that.
Yeah, out here S ranking everything.
Nah, man. What about the other kid? The other
What
girl.
do you mean?
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, she's on. Yeah. No.
You're talking about the healer,
No. The other one that was in the school. But she's
no,
She's
underage.
bro.
underage.
Yeah, she is underage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
underage, bro. Allow it. I thought you were talking about the healer in the first season. That
Oh
was
no.
that was on him, bro.
Oh
That
yeah.
healer's gone.
Oh yeah. I forgot about her. You know.
The story forgot about her too. She ain't about no more.
Yeah. Well, no.
James.
Yeah, but that's because I swear at the end of it, like I swear she decided not to go back into it because she was traumatized. No.
I mean, she said that. But
Yeah, vaguely something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, I'm trying to remember. I think she had a point as well where she had some resolve where she wanted to come back to it. So maybe they might reintroduce her. Who knows?
if she comes, she comes. I'm not that fussed about her, honestly. She's a beat rank hunter. We're in S rank now. We're in S rank, right?
You know what I
needs
mean?
an S rank healer to back him up.
True. But I don't think she's a healer though.
No, I don't think so. No,
Nah.
Yeah, she's not dressed like a healer. She's dressed up to go and murk people, bro. What do you mean?
I mean, to be honest, all he really needs is to get S rank minion that heals. That's what he needs. Like, then he's good.
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah,
he's actually sorted. He's actually sorted.
But coming back to current events in episode, like you say, JRC, it's interesting because she spots him out. He hides, goes in the dungeon. Then this guy makes me laugh. He's just minding the way that, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll come for lunch later. And as soon as they go, this guy's like, I'm out. Running.
Like, yeah.
That first one, that fight he won, he couldn't contain it, bruv.
He couldn't, man. The blood loss was there.
Bruv, he's just literally like, one sneak peek ain't gonna hurt, you know? One sneak peek ain't gonna hurt.
Bam, I'm telling you, yeah, this guy's got the gluttony skill from Berserk of Gluttony.
Yeah, for real.
He needs them souls.
For real.
He had the taste of the 10,000 demons, and he needs more. 100%.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, because when he was going there, I'm like, what are you doing? If you beat the boss, then the dungeon's gonna close.
Everyone's gonna knows you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guild master knows you, bruv.
And then he starts mentioning it.
So go on. Sorry, go on.
No, I was saying, even when he gets there and then he mentions it himself, like, oh, it's gonna close, but I'm just, one peek can't help. Like, what do you mean one peek? What are you gonna do? Go in there and come out? Like, what is this? You go in there, you're gonna have to kill it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Fam, it's literally like when you with your babes, yeah, and you're like, oh, babes, please, just a tip. It's not just gonna be the tip. We're going all the way, cuz. So you're mad.
Oh man.
Yo,
you're not wrong.
I was not expecting that as an example, bro. What the fuck?
That was
it's the best metaphor I could think of, bro. For you, man.
He's not wrong. I mean, yeah, for sure. And that's basically what he's doing. But my girl, she found out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The screen agrees. My girl found out, innit? And she found out. So,
yo, man.
I don't know what's gonna happen next episode now. With all this, like,
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The last,
I'm still laughing.
Sorry, Shibz. Honestly, last 2 episodes kind of threw me off the whole trying to figure out where the story's going. That the dad comes in, thrown off. Him actually coming out saying, you know what, let me just reassess, throw me off. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take the back seat and just enjoy where these men gonna take me.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the whole reassessing thing, I did think it was gonna happen eventually, right? I just wasn't expecting it to happen this episode. That's the thing. Like, I was fully expecting it to happen later on. Like, I still thought, like, oh, he's gonna go on these same kind of hunts that he's been going on recently and just gathering more material and money and all of that stuff that he needs. And then it just, like, I think, I guess the the 75 floors that he did in the demon castle was enough for him to be like, hey, fuck it, I might as well.
Well, to be fair, his contract with his boy kind of ended, innit?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's a guild master, so he can't go into the C rank dungeons anymore. I think it's probably just E and D.
Yeah.
So he really needs to think like, how am I going to get this money?
Yeah.
So reassessing from that point of view, fair enough. Because if he's S now, like, who's going to chat to him if he wants to go into an A rank dungeon or an S rank dungeon?
Plus, he said as well that he needs to like he wants to level up more as well, innit? So I guess those E rank and D rank dungeons aren't just doing it for him anymore.
No.
And he wants to level up quicker. I mean, it would have been fine if like he had a lot more time. I guess he has got a lot more time, but in his own time scale, like he hasn't got a lot of time. So like and he wants to get there as soon as possible, obviously. So I guess he was just like, yeah, nah, time to level up. We level up.
100%, 100%. So we'll see how much he can
man.
level up in these next couple episodes when he's in these A, B, S rank dungeons, which we'll see. And maybe him and this girl will team up in this boss. I don't know, because another thing I was surprised on, I'm guessing what they do sometimes, they just clear out dungeons and they literally just let miners go in, mine what they want, and then they come in later and just murk the boss whenever they're done.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking is what they do.
Yeah, makes sense. Murk the monsters,
the
loot the whole place out.
But the thing is, they weren't done with the mining. That's the thing. So like, they're gonna go and fight this guy, and then like, they potentially, imagine, bro. Yeah, these workers come back, and them man are still fighting there, and then the gate just closed. They're stuck there, bro. What is gonna happen?
No, it won't. I don't think it closes like that. They'll have to leave the gate, and then it'll just completely close.
Okay, fair.
Yes, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that he didn't care. He wants to fight so much. Like, it's interesting.
Come on, bro. He just wanted just a tip, isn't it?
Just a tip.
It's just a tip.
Like, whoops, my bad.
No, I'm
he
was about to put
outrageous.
Nah, he was just about to put the tip, and then the girl turned up. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Man.
Imagine that. That's crazy.
Bro. Yeah, it's 2 jokes, bro.
That's pretty much it for me. We're coming up to pretty much the end. Let's do some.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have anything more to cover, Shibz.
No.
Okay. Review on both episodes. JR 15 first and 16.
Sorry, 15 has to be a 10 out of 10, man. And this one, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Shibz?
10 out of 10 for 15. This one I'm going to be a bit more harsher just because of what we normally see, obviously, and compared to that, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Ooh. Easy.
For me, both of them are 8 for me. Good episodes, but the reveal of him talking to everyone else, that they could have done more. On last episode, I think it was good, but I wasn't as hyped with the fighting. But that's because the other episode was much hyper for me. But it was good, though. It was good.
But the reveal of the dad was so mad, bro. That's why it made it a 10 for me, because it was just like out
That's
of the
why
blue,
I give it
bro.
10.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the reveal of his dad, yeah. It was the way that the dad just murked my man that we were like speculating about from last episode, like, oh shit, Jinwoo's now he's got an enemy up his ass, and now he has to. And next thing you know, 2 episodes in, murked.
Yep.
Absolutely, bro. You saw man like
he was fuming.
It's cast like this, like he can't do fuck off, bro.
No, the bit that made me laugh here was, what the angle they took of him as well when he's in the bed, yeah, and my guy is chatting to him, yeah, and the angle you see his eye, bruv, it's bruised and battered, yeah, and then what makes it worse, the eye is red as well and everything, bruv. You can see he got done in, bruv. He got his blood vessels popped in his eye like that,
bro.
Mash up, and
go on.
So I was gonna say, just the way he got mashed up, yeah. effortlessly as well. Yeah, I was like, no, this guy's sick. 10 out of 10 episode.
I mean, I would like to see it. That's the thing. I would have liked to see it.
I would.
If
That's
you
what I was
saw
gonna
it, then
say.
it would have been a 10 for me.
Yeah.
The thing is, yeah, I've watched so many poor animations, animes, without realizing that they were poor animations. It's normal now.
Fair enough.
10 out of 10.
Fair enough. One more thing I did want to talk about when it came to him. I'm wondering actually what's his plan, because it sounds like he's trying to get some equipment and he's just going to go straight to our boy instead. Or I don't know. Or maybe go back to the dad. I don't know what he's planning. But
yeah, that's true. I mean, he'd be brave.
He has to get out of the hospital first. This guy is half dead.
I mean, he'd be dumb and brave to go after Jinwoo after the threat that he got, which is you'd be begging for death if you do that. Can you imagine, bruv? Imagine what kind of threat that is, bro. Imagine you're that much more powerful than someone else, yeah, that you can tell them you want death instead of me. Do you know how mad that is?
It's mad. And in the same breath, the fact that he's that much stronger than one of the strongest hunters in the world, and he's still afraid of the dungeons. Whew.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dungeon's about to be crazy.
I don't. Would he be afraid? It's just more so. It sounded like he's more given a warning than he's afraid, because he might be able to cope with it himself. But it's more so. He's probably what he's thinking is that like he needs more people like him.
Yeah, I'm with you, Shibz, because he's survived in that dungeon for 10 years, bruv. So
yeah.
True.
So I don't think it's more so he's scared. I just think he's more so like he knows what's there and he knows what's needed to be able to handle what's there.
Yeah. But I mean, if he could handle it all by himself, he would do
But
it. But I'm guessing he needs.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, which is he needs more people like him, or like more people that can handle whatever is there.
Jeez. Could you imagine all of the S rankers pull up, all of the cool ones pull up, S rank squad? That'd be sick.
That would.
Bro.
That would be cold.
Bro. But I think this is enough for this episode. We did a lot of talking. It's good. So yeah. Thanks guys for watching. You know, like, subscribe, comment down below what you liked about episode 15 or 16 or any other episodes of Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
watch.
Bro.
Oh, go.
Because I was gonna say, like, because I know a lot of our viewers probably also like prefer watching in dub, and I think they've only just released season one. Like, they've just started showing season 1 in dub. So anyone that's watching season 1, let us know what you guys are thinking of season 1 as well.
Season 1 dubbed is finished ages ago.
Oh, is it season 2? Oh, it must be season 2 then. Sorry, my bad. That's what I meant to say. That's what I was meant to say. My bad.
Just ignore Jay. He's always hating on dub. Just ignore him. It's fine.
Listen, some people like it. I can accept it.
Yeah. But watch the podcast. Check out some of our moments, because we have some cool ones on Blue Lock recently, and we have another one coming out literally tomorrow. So yeah, it's been good. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Peace.